Imagine the US government as a giant three-legged stool. Each leg is essential for balance, and each one plays a different role. These three legs are called branches: the legislative, the executive, and the judicial. Just like a stool needs all three legs to stand, the government needs all three branches to function properly. Each branch has its own job, and together they keep the country running smoothly. The legislative branch is like the architects of the government. They design the laws that shape how the country works. This branch is made up of Congress, which has two parts: the Senate and the House of Representatives. The Senate is like an elders' council. Every state gets two senators, no matter how big or small. The House is more like a town hall, where the number of representatives depends on how many people live in each state. Together, they write bills, debate them, and vote to turn them into laws. If you imagine a classroom, Congress is like the group of students who decide the rules for recess. Before a bill becomes law, it has to pass through a kind of relay race. First, it's introduced in Congress, where it's debated and voted on. If it passes both the House and the Senate, it moves to the president, who can either sign it into law or veto it. If vetoed, Congress can try to override that decision with a two-thirds vote. This process ensures that laws aren't made lightly. They go through multiple layers of review and approval. It's a bit like writing a group essay. One person drafts it, another edits, and everyone has to agree before it's turned in. Next is the executive branch, which acts like the principal of that school. They don't make the rules, but they make sure everyone follows them. At the top is the president, who serves as the CEO of the country. The president is supported by the vice president, cabinet members, and many federal agencies like the FBI and NASA. This branch carries out the laws passed by Congress. It also handles foreign affairs, commands the military, and manages day-to-day operation. If Congress says we need a new rule, the executive branch says, here's how we'll make it happen. Then there's the judicial branch, which is like the referee in a game. They don't play and they don't make the rules. They just make sure everyone plays fair. This branch includes the Supreme Court and other federal courts. The Supreme Court is the highest court in the land. It's like the final judge in a big competition. What they say goes. They interpret laws and decide if they're fair or constitutional. If there's a disagreement, say someone thinks a law breaks the rules of the Constitution, the courts step in to settle it. Now here's the clever part. Each branch can check the others to keep things balanced. It's like a game of rock, paper, scissors. Congress can pass laws, but the president can veto them. The president can make decisions, but the courts can say, that's not allowed. The courts can make rulings, but Congress can change the laws or even the Constitution. This system is called checks and balances, and it's designed to prevent any one branch from becoming too powerful. It's like having three roommates who all have keys to the apartment. They have to agree on big decisions or nothing gets done. This three-branch system isn't just a blueprint. It's a living framework that affects everyday life. From the taxes we pay to the rights we exercise, each branch plays a role in shaping our experiences as citizens. When you vote in elections, you're helping choose the people who will sit in Congress or lead the executive branch. When you follow a law or hear about a Supreme Court decision, you're seeing the judicial branch in action. Understanding how these branches work together helps you make sense of the headlines, participate in democracy, and recognize your own power in shaping the future of the country.